Hey, we got a great episode coming up. But first, a couple of quick announcements. All right, babe, give me a second. M'lady. What? Oh, hey, I didn't even realize I was wearing it. Chipperson.com, the merchandise blowout. We got shirts, we got hoodies. And most importantly, we got mugs. You could drink it out of a nice mug. Chipperson.com. Guaranteed to get cooter sloppy. Enjoy the podcast. Hey, what's up, party people?
Let's go! Chip has a fucking podcast. 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 Fuck yeah!
What the fuck?
Hey, Chip.
Hey, babe. Hey, what's up, PV?
What's going on, buddy?
Fucking Anthony was supposed to be here. I don't know where he is, and stupid Vos isn't here either.
Well, that's better for everyone, really.
Yeah, you're right. It's going to be a better show. We got to do a couple of pre-rolls. Paul, you know the drill because you do ads too. How about this? All right, let me ask you something, Z. You been with someone whose pecka's not working? Of course you have.
One time, yeah.
Yeah, finicky engines, clogged sinks, and squeaky doors. When things break around the house, you take care of them. I don't. I just burn the house down and I fucking move. However, when something's off in the bedroom, you try not to think about it. Come on now. What are you waiting for? Take care of your embarrassing pecka. Talk to a licensed healthcare professional about your erection difficulties and get treatment shipped right to your door so you don't have to take your limp penis into the store. Go to GetRoman.com/chip for $15 off your first month. That's GetRoman.com/chip for $15 off your first month, you limper. Okay, Manscaped, summer's coming. Are you ready to unveil your beach body? Probably not. You're fat and you're out of shape, but your pecka doesn't have to look disgusting. Our friends at Manscaped have launched the 4th generation performance package, which includes the lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right? The 4.0 lawnmower. Compliment your summer bod or your fat ugly bod with a trim from the leaders in male grooming. The sun is shining and calling your name, fellas. Join the 2 million men worldwide who trusted Manscaped to make their peckas look I almost said preventable. Sorry, I'm thinking about Norton. Presentable. Get ready for a hot summer by going to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping with the code CHIP20. CHIP20. Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah, thanks, babe. Mm-hmm. What do you think happened to them, Paul? Where are they?
I don't know, but you don't need them.
No, I know, but I just like to know. I mean, Voss is out gallivanting. You do a podcast. Have you had that happen when you do yours?
Yeah, a couple times people just, bail on me, and I'm just stuck there.
Last minute, right?
Last minute. They just, they said something came up, and what about me? I'm just sitting there with my thumb up my ass,
Yep. What do you do about it? I try to have them blackballed, and I spread rumors about them.
How do you have them blackballed? Do you whack their balls with something sharp so they get black and blue? Black and blue?
Black and blue. God damn it, babe. Hold on a second. There's no fixing that.
Damn it.
Christ. Black and blue. How do we fix that?
Yeah.
Try it again, babe.
Do you hit it with something hard
Don't
so their
say
balls
boo
get
this time.
black
Sorry, go
and
ahead.
blue?
Much better. Okay,
We did
cool.
it. Thanks, Chip.
All right. Andrew, clean that up in post. It'll seem seamless. All right. Yeah. So what do you do, Paul, when it happens? I'll send death threats. I mean, I've been sending fucking Voss hate emails. Piece of garbage.
Well, you know what? I'm like, I have that Sicilian blood. So like, I just never forget it. It's always, so like, I'll be nice and civil when I see the person, but I know deep down inside what they are.
Yep. Pieces
And I don't
of
let
garbage.
It go. Yes.
Yep.
I don't let it go. I don't
Now,
let it go.
You hold on to it, right? Now, what if they need to come back on your podcast? Then what do you say?
Then I'll bring it up subtly. I'll say, hey, remember that time you left me there like a dick? That's
right.
And then we start talking about it and I see them try to weasel their way out. That's what they try to do. They try to weasel their way out because they know that they're pieces of shit. And I like to call them on it, Chip.
Yeah, you do. Fucking Paul is very aggressive. That's why I like Paul. You're an quote unquote accidental murder waiting to happen. That's why I love you.
Yeah.
He's
They
a
call
nice,
it nice guy revenge. I got nice guy revenge.
Accidental.
yeah, exactly. By the way, babe, what's your background? It's really freaking me out.
It's Batman.
Oh, is that Batman? I didn't even recognize him. What's
He's your
he
buddy.
doing? What's that?
He's your buddy, Batman.
He is my buddy. Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of people compared me to him because I was kind of heroic and whatnot and things of that nature.
Yeah, but you're not a selfish lover like Batman, right? You go down on your ladies, right, Chip?
Yeah, sure I do. God didn't bless me with this tongue for nothing.
Hey, Chip, let me ask you something. Who is your favorite superhero and why?
Moms around the world.
Okay.
Fucking woke Chipperson. Hold on a second. My favorite superhero, it's hard to say. Because I'm like the Hulk. Like when I get fucking mad, I'll just
Yeah.
take my clothes off and run around breaking shit. You ever do that when you get angry? You ever just go smashing things, then you realize you're defecating on your rug?
I can't say that I have, but I get it. I get it.
Who's your favorite? I like Batman too, but I do eat cooter. I'm a cooter eater.
I
If-
knew it, Chip.
If you could have, Chip, if you could have one superhero, what would it be, though?
One
Like,
superpower, you mean?
I mean, one superpower. What would it be if you had one?
It would either be the ability to fly or the ability to kill 1,000 people at a time.
1,000 at a time. What would you do with
I
that?
like that one.
superhero?
That's
Yeah, I
a
like
good
that
I
one
mean,
too.
superpower rather.
That'd be a fucking great one. You just point at a group, and they're gone.
You're a super villain, Chip.
I like that. Nobody's got that power.
No, that's a nice one to have. I would probably want invisibility. I would like invisibility.
What
Yeah.
would you do with that, Chip?
Probably nothing. Just sit on a bench and watch people walk by.
Hey,
Yeah, and I would sit on a bench and quote Forrest Gump, and people would think there was something wrong with him because they couldn't see me.
you wouldn't use it to go into ladies' locker rooms or anything like that?
No, I've
Oh,
done that
okay.
already. I've done
Oh.
just as me. I've walked in there. I was like,
say anything?
ew.
You've done that already. Yeah.
Oh
you don't
yeah,
need to-
yeah. I just walk in. I fucking just talk to them. I'm like, hey, if ladies can go into the fucking men's NFL lockers and report, why can't I walk in there with a pen and piece of paper and take a few notes? And that's
Yeah.
what
Draw
I
some
did.
boobies. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not?
So yeah, Batman doesn't eat pussy. That really bugged me when I read that.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, he's a selfish lover. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, Paul,
Yeah,
how
who
about
made-
you? Do you enjoy doing that?
Yeah, I dabble. I
Okay.
dabble with I mean, why not?
Not the enthusiasm I was hoping for,
I was
but I
gonna
understand.
say you're married, right, Paul?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I'm married, and I mean, I don't. Who said Batman doesn't do that? Who?
The DC executives
Yeah.
apparently. So
Yeah.
apparently in the Harley Quinn comic cartoon.
Cartoon, yeah.
Cartoon, yes, yes, Chip. They made a scene where Batman was going down on Catwoman, and the DC executives were like, "Absolutely not! Superheroes don't do that." And the real reason they tried to say was that it was because they were selling toys, and you can't sell superhero toys if they're going down on ladies.
Oh, okay.
Sure, you
Right,
can.
right.
You
Yeah,
put the little
I think
fucking
so.
the little thing on the back of his head, and when you pull the little switch down, his tongue goes, ha, ha. Like the G.I. Joe with the fucking arm that would go up like that. Imagine if Batman's tongue came out.
That'd be
That would be
What
great.
about
fucking
Hulk?
great.
What if the Hulk did that? Imagine if the Hulk went down. That would be wild.
Little
Yeah.
girls everywhere would be. Never mind. Anyway.
He'd pick her up by the fucking legs and just lick it and then go, "Ugh," and rip her legs apart. It would probably be an ugly scene. The Hulk's a clumsy lover, and he's all girth. The Hulk has a short pecker with lots of girth. 3x7.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's unclipped. He's unclipped. I
Oh,
suspect the Hulk is uncut.
Oh,
Yes.
So
really?
the top.
Uncircumcised Hulk?
Yep. Unclipped Hulk. I bet he is.
Just a green, uncircumcised, huge green dick. That's brutal.
It really is. You're kind of short, though. That's why he's so fucking cranky and he breaks vases and whatnot and things of that nature.
Sounds
But I don't
it's
like-
just all foreskin then.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. His little purple shorts. Let me ask you a question. How come I never seen Bruce Banner wearing purple pants? God damn it, I just thought of that. The no cooter eating Batman really bugged me. No cooter eating Batman.
I knew you wouldn't like that, Chip. I
No,
know
I
That's a
didn't.
good
you're a
point, though. That
gentleman.
is really a good point. The pants are always like normal, and then when he hulks out, everything is purple and like another costume. Yeah.
Doesn't make sense, right? If you ever see Bruce Banner and he's wearing purple pants, you're like, all right, he's probably gonna get pissy in a couple of minutes. But if he's wearing anything else, I've never seen the Hulk in blue shorts or fucking a pair of leggings or Jenkos.
Well, Jenkos would look great on him. I want to know how they grow with him. Like, what kind of special pants is he wearing that he's not just fully naked? Because the rest of his clothes come off. How the pants still fit?
That's a great question.
That is.
Drives me crazy.
I wrote a letter to Stan Lee one time and I asked him that exact question.
You write back. What did you
I
say?
was a very angry letter. I'm like, how come the fucking Hulk's pants never fucking, I was off my medication and I got very angry. And apparently it was the last thing he read on his deathbed. So I feel really guilty about that Stan Lee had to see that when he was passing away.
Yeah, but you what could you do when you're not on no meds? What can you do?
Yeah.
You didn't mean it. You didn't mean it.
I didn't mean it, Paul. I really didn't. But you got a temper. You understand.
Yeah, listen, you asked him a question, and unfortunately, he was dying at the time, but you were upset.
Yeah, what I heard is he read half the note and one of his handlers read him the rest, and they said his hand just flooded and he passed away. I was very guilty about that. That was a really bad couple of hours. I
Chip,
felt very bad. What, babe? Go ahead.
Do you think that might have been
careful.
what killed him? He read your letter and he was like, "Oh, I can't live anymore."
No, I think that he was very
Okay.
sick and he was surrounded by family and friends, and they read that letter and the room just got quiet and he passed away. That's the last thing he heard. I feel very bad about that.
Yeah. Do you
Rachel.
usually have a bad temper, Chip, or no? How's your temper usually?
Depends, it depends on what's going on. Like if I'm watching sporting events, I get really crazy. I get really fucking mad. Like I was watching a hockey game one time and the other team put the puck in the net and I got so mad. I threw my fucking Subway sandwich onto the ice. That's a true story.
Wow.
Crazy,
What kind
right?
of sandwich was it?
It was a
Yeah.
tuna fish because I knew there was no tuna going to be damaged
There's
according
no real,
to studies.
There's no real tuna in there, Chip. What do
I
you
know.
think it is?
There's more real tuna in the average hat than a Subway sandwich, according to scientists. I don't know what that fucking stuff is, but they say it's not tuna, allegedly.
Chip, when you go and you get a Subway sandwich, you go foot long or 6?
That's a great question. Usually I'll go one and a half. Give me a foot long and a 6, and I'll make a decision on the way to the car. And the one that I'm not going to eat, I fucking throw it in the parking lot. I never know what I want. Do I want a 6-inch fucking meat the ball sub, or do I want a fucking foot long? And whichever one I'm not in the mood for gets thrown right in the fucking right in the parking lot.
That's a good way to do it. Yeah.
You're
And how
feeding
about
homeless
you,
people.
Paul? You're a fucking crazy psychopath. When's the last time you had an anger incident?
Yeah, I had an anger incident with one of my son's opposing coaches.
What happened?
Yeah, I just don't, they were mocking kids. They were mocking the other team. They were like kind of acting like kind of goofing on kids that weren't doing good. And my wife had to make me not go over there and do something. Listen, I'm a nice guy, Chip. You know me. I'm a nice guy, but you just can't go over that line, especially when it comes to my kids, because I'll kill somebody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course because a lot of times when you're playing baseball and you drop the ball or something, they start saying, "You're a bum, Chipper. Get off the field, Lyle." And it's very, very humiliating.
Yeah. What about basketball, Chip? Did you ever go to the courts and play pickup ball?
Oh, yeah. I would shoot around. I would hoop. I used to go down to the local apartment buildings and all the kids would be playing. I'd be like, "You guys mind if I hoop along with you?" And one time I asked that, and the kid took the ball and he threw it in the middle of my face as hard as he could and fucking knocked 6 of my teeth out. Hoop
Your
around
teeth are
is nothing.
fake?
What's that, babe?
Your teeth are fake?
They grew back. I was very young. Yeah, they were going to come out anyway.
Oh, they were baby teeth.
I was
Okay.
just a boy. Yeah.
Chip, could you dunk?
What's that?
Were you able to dunk?
Yep. With a
Really?
ladder. Chipperson, you're on fire. We got us a special guest. This is a nice surprise. Hold on. Fix your hat, Daddy. Look at this.
Oh,
Fucking Rich Voss. Thanks for coming.
Hey, I didn't really come. I just showed up.
Come on now, that's not appropriate. We were doing. We don't do dirty humor here.
I wasn't trying to be dirty. I'm just trying to. How's it going, Paul?
what's up, Rich? How are you, man?
How am I? I guess things aren't going as I planned in life. Look where I am right now.
Well, how do you think Norton feels? I mean, you think you're fucking. At least you get to leave after an hour. You don't have to walk around naked alone doing the same voice. Fucking Anthony was supposed to be here too, but I haven't heard back from him. I don't know what's going on. I hope he's not dead, although that would be a good excuse.
Shit.
Good reason to miss a show. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's probably busy cleaning his, place if he sold his place, and
oh, that's
right.
right. He sold
What
his
sheets to
apartment.
take down south with him, which ones to leave home.
Yep.
Where
Were you, by the way?
What's that?
Where were you?
I took my daughter out to eat. I didn't realize my wife is in New York, so my daughter said, let's go out to eat. So I took her to a nice Mexican restaurant.
Nice.
Now, let
Yeah.
me ask you something, Rich. Paul was just talking about Little League, and he was saying that sometimes the opposing coaches were kind of shitty, and Paul almost had an incident at the baseball field like fucking Duval and the Apostle. He got very upset, and he was going to go over and strike the man with the baseball bat. Have you ever had one of those?
Well, let me tell you this story. When my daughters were playing basketball, I was in the stands screaming at the ref, going, "You stink." And, I was yelling at him. Then after the game, the coach was like, calm down. Your daughter's here to have like a good time. I'm like, fuck you. What good time is my daughter going to have when her daddy loses $1,500? You better tell these little fuckers to spread. Cover the spread, baby. That's all I'm saying.
So you were gambling on your child's game.
You know,
That's a great joke, but it's even better because I know it's a true story.
so it is.
I know you have a sickness, you have a disease.
Yeah.
We were talking before too, Rich, about how fucking there's a whole big story about how Batman does not lick cooters, and it was driving us crazy. What do you think of that? Now, do you like superheroes or do you not?
Well, I like Hulk. Everybody likes Hulk.
Yeah.
Hulk is cool. I think like Iron Man and I forget the other one. They're kind of fake. They're not superheroes. They're bought. They bought themselves. They bought their way in.
Because he bought it because he made a costume.
Well,
what I mean? He had money.
suit, but yeah.
You don't agree, Xia?
I mean, to an extent, yes, but it's almost they're rich, but they also have to be really smart to create all of that stuff. Like I think it's Batman and Iron Man are both like basically geniuses when it comes to tactics and making things and creating stuff. So it's almost more impressive than just being born with a superhero. It's like, superpower. It's like, you're just born with it. You're just given that. They had to work for it.
Would this be rude to tell you to shut up?
No, not at all, boss.
That's not very nice at all. That's very rude.
Well, I'm
warranted.
You don't have to. You smart fucking Batman and Iron Man. Fuck them. All right, they had cash. You know what they're like? They're like the rich kids that grew up and became comics that had no struggle in life.
That's
and they,
right.
they're just like little rich and they're comics and they're like, oh, shut up.
Yeah, their families are like executives at the network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah. And
Yup.
and yeah, what the fuck?
This feels
I don't
very
like guys
personal.
like that. I like to have my fucking because I had my struggles coming up. People saying like you're no good, you're terrible, fucking booing me. I had my struggles.
Yeah,
But
look,
Chip, where did they boo you at?
at home at dinner?
At home, he's not lying. At home, on the subway, on stage, and in the restaurant after.
In the
Yeah, I got booed a
Restaurant
lot.
after.
they booed you at the restaurant after.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, my performance was a bit lackluster according to them.
And you took the subway? You were taking the subway? I thought you were more of a cab guy.
No, and this is when I lived in Jersey. I had to go to Pennsylvania. Took me 13 hours to get to the show. I was 4 hours late. It's a fucking long story, Rich. You don't want to hear it. Trust me.
Who are you performing for?
What, babe?
Who are you performing for 4 hours late?
there was retirement at Fuddruckers, and they wanted to hire like a local boy made good, and they couldn't get anybody from Pennsylvania, so they decided to get me. And they said like the people at Fuddruckers will appreciate it. Bah, 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 bah. So I went to the Fuddruckers, and it was about 1:15 a.m. when I got there, and there was only like 17 people left out of 400.
I'll tell you what, back in the day when I ate red meat, Fuddruckers was amazing. And you go in there and amazing.
My dad used to take me to Fuddruckers for a burger.
What's that?
My dad used to take me to Fuddruckers and Yonkers for a burger. It was great.
And you get like the toppings and the fixings.
Yeah.
You know, you could go in there if you had your own bun and maybe a piece of like spiced ham, sneak in there. You could put all the toppings on it and fly it.
Yeah, you could do that too if you were mentally ill on some level. Just sneak in there with your own bun.
But you need a piece of bologna or spiced ham or turkey.
Yeah. And you were on your way to do comedy gigs when this happened? You were in the entertainment business, fucking taking a bun into a store and putting treats on it and running out?
Yeah. Well, you know, if I did it with my kids, so we could all eat. We all bought our own buns.
That's how you know that we're doing, this is a great podcast because we're all unironically discussing Fuddruckers and we're all having fond memories of it. God damn it. I want to go to a Fuddruckers now.
Do they
Never
still
been.
exist? Do the Fuddruckers still exist?
I don't know. I got to be honest. And I don't say this to cause controversy, but I began TGI Fridaying it after the whole Fuddruckers incident where they booed me and they refused to feed me. I began to become a TGI Fridays cook.
Oh, they treat you better over there.
Yeah, well, after the incident with the employees and all that stuff, and they threw me out and they didn't pay me. 13 hours I traveled, 13 hours I had to travel back, and I was not given the $60 I was promised after having traveled all that way.
Did you bring your own bun?
No, I didn't. I didn't bring anything. I just bought a plastic baggie to put the money in.
You like my new tattoo up here, Chipper?
I'd like it more if it was a noose, but yeah. I do like it, Rich. It's nice. What is it? I can't see. These glosses are not good.
They're flower roses, but I'm not going to get them colored in.
Why?
Because then it's, I don't know. This is more fucking masculine. My upper body's fucking massive.
I understand. Here's what the problem is, Paul.
Look at this fucking massive upper body, Xia.
That's true.
It's huge.
Put some bounty on your seat there, Xia, when you look at this.
He's saying that you're going to be very turned on, and it really is a massive upper body that kind of tapers off into an empty shell. I understand that. You are in good shape.
There's no need to be negative to one of your two guests. I know you got to the V's and me and Virzi.
That's true. V, and X. There was a lot of no's first. I didn't even think of that, Virzi and Vos. Yeah, you're right.
Oh shit.
Well, what did stupid Bobby say? What was the problem in his neighborhood?
Oh no, Bobby Kelly said that the country was being overrun by wild hogs.
Oh no.
He said that there's a big wild hog problem, and then me and Rich started joking, saying like, "No, there's not." And then he started bringing up pictures of it, and we just kept going with. That was fucking hilarious, man.
Do you hear about that, Chipper, the wild hog?
I did not, but I can imagine Bob saying that he charged after a wild hog, and then he bangs his face on a mirror. You know what, dude? It was making noise in the yard, dude. Fucking shut up, Bob.
Hey, Chip, do you have any tattoos, Chip?
Nah, but I was going to get something.
What are you getting?
I want to get a girl's name. And people said you never should, but I want to get Becky across my knuckles.
That's not your mom's first name, is
No,
it?
my mother's name is Dolores.
Dolores.
No, but not my mother. I want to get Dolores across my back, and I'm going to put like stars over each one. But no, Becky is a girl I like.
You just like her? You guys
Yeah.
aren't together?
No, I asked her out one time, and she said, no, thank you.
Well, you know what you should do? You should get the tattoo and show her. That'll get her to go out with you. That's
Babe.
what.
That's the plan.
Mhm.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. But I've done. I did it once, and I had to have it removed. I had the tattoo removed
The tattoo.
because it was a B on my thumb and an ECKY. So I just put my fist in the face. I'm like, look at that, and it just said Eki, and it didn't look right. So now I'm gonna have the BE put on one finger and the fucking CKY on the other three. So I had it removed, and I'm gonna do it again.
But is she in another relationship or no?
Yeah, she is. But, you know, I know that me and her were meant to be together. I asked her out. I'm like, you want to go out for a malted or perhaps a gazpacho? And she was like, thanks, but no thanks. And
You know what?
What's
You know
up?
what you do is send them a letter and put 2 boxes, yes and no, and ask them to mark the box. But to trick them on both boxes, right? Yes, yes.
See, I've done
What
that.
happens if they just crumple it up and throw it in his face?
Then you fucking smash them.
That was
Huh.
a fair question. I did hand a girl a box, and I'm like, well, I think I said, would you care to get supper? And she had to point out that supper's with 2 P's. And I was like, oh, this was a mistake. And I handed it to her, and it said yes, and you bet. I figured that'd be kind of cute, you know. And she did. She crumpled it up, and she just threw it over her shoulder, and she got into a car and drove. We were in the parking lot of a King Cullen.
What is a King Cullen?
King Cullen's the finest supermarket you've never been in.
Yeah.
Clearly, I haven't.
Yeah.
You never heard of King Cullen supermarkets?
No, what is it? It's just a regular supermarket.
It's a
No,
marvelous
you
place
also
with
get your
discounts.
car
And
wash and a tattoo.
that's right. It's got a little bit of something for everything. A lot of people say that white trash garbage shops there, but I don't agree with that at all. Paul, have you ever been in the King Cullen?
I have once or twice. Beautiful.
Aren't they marvelous?
Not as nice as Pathmark. Have you been in a Pathmark?
Oh, have I been in a Pathmark? My favorite, my idol was the guy that used to do the Pathmark commercials. You remember that guy with the glasses? Oh, he was my idol for years. I wanted to meet that guy. And they had the little Pathmark panda. I fucking loved it so much.
Yeah,
But
the red
mother
and the
was-
blue. Yeah.
Yes, the red and the blue. But my
Yeah.
mother was a Stop and Shop gal, if you want the truth. She was like, if it's not Stop and Shop, it doesn't come into this house, Chipper, because she worked for Stop and Shop at one point. She drove a forklift in the back, my mother.
Rich,
Why
are
don't-
you puffing your chest up? What's
Do I look
happening?
like-
That's
Do
right.
I
I
look
hope,
like a
I hope that's a
body-
sign of trouble.
Do I look like a bodybuilder?
No,
No, you don't.
you look like a burb that's trying to,
Yeah. You look like you're
that's trying
taking
to present.
a grinder profile photo.
Is it weird that I'm the only one with hair?
Well, Xia has a lot of hair.
I have a lot of hair.
I'm talking about the boys. not
Oh.
the girls.
What? I got hair.
Oh, you do.
Chip
I
has
forgot.
Chip has great hair. Look at those luscious
Oh,
locks.
he looks like the last peach in the bin.
That's not very nice at all.
Not nice.
That's not being called a rotten fruit. Now you're bringing back Norton's childhood. It's not appropriate at all. And
See,
Paul has
why
a
do you
nice
look so-
beard. Paul, you could grow hair if you wanted to, right?
Yeah, I'm Greek and Italian, so I get it quick. This is like a little bit dying, so I just try to keep the shade a little bit. But luckily, I think I have a decent shaped head for bald.
Yeah, you do. You do. You
Pull
have
it
a good.
off.
You look like crazy. You have like a good don't fuck with me head. Some people, when they get a bald head, look like simps and they look like you could beat on them. You have the type of bald head where you look like you're a problem, like you're a man who has a tire iron fucking right next to his hand. A
Oh, my
tire
dad
iron.
got hit in the head with a tire iron once. He still has a dent in his head. Yeah, during a fight. He beat the shit out of this guy, and the guy got all embarrassed and followed him to
doesn't
another
sound like-
party.
Yeah.
No, he followed him to another party and then came up behind him and hit him in the head with a tire iron.
How? And
Oh.
by the way, your dad beats him up, and not to knock your father, but how unobservant is he that the man he just beat up was going into the trunk of his car at the party?
This was a different party.
That's what I mean. He showed up at another party. He's like, hey, there's
Another
the guy with the Chevy hatchback. What's he going in the back for?
He
Maybe-
clearly was not paying attention.
Clearly, he wasn't.
No.
Maybe her father thought the guy needed, hey, look, you beat me up. Can you help me change my flat tire now?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he
Well,
was
that's a good
trying to be
point.
helpful. That's
Yeah.
a good point.
Maybe
He's a nice guy.
maybe her father looked at the bright side or, wasn't like Nikki negative and going, oh, this guy's gonna smash me in the head with a tire iron, and you know, and saw things different. That's all. I look at things from all sides now.
Yes, you do. It's good
From
to
all
be
sides.
positive. I try to be happy and upbeat. Thank goodness your father's okay.
Yeah, I was happy too.
So
You
wait,
know
so he
what?
has a dent in his head. Do you ever
He
look
has-
at it and just go, oh, fucking embarrassing?
Chipper, if you were as positive as Norton's blood, you'd be a different person.
Yes, I would, because let's be honest, when Jim's weight loss happened, it wasn't by mistake. But thank God the pandemic has reversed that. Keep on blinking and eating, tits.
Please
not
don't turn
nice,
to the
Chip.
side.
You should read fucking Norton's to-do list every morning. Wake up, do a radio show, blink a lot, eat. That's all he does. I didn't have to pick this up as a prop and read it.
You forgot to
Yes,
put
sir.
it. You forgot to put in. Try to connect with the other co-host.
Hey, those guys have chemistry.
They
Yeah.
do.
No, they do.
It's a good
Yeah.
show.
Oh, those, oh, God. From your lips to God's ears, babe.
It's one of my. Zia's looking very good tonight. She's got that nice, almost summer cheerleading look, like happy, like she has a good aura tonight.
Refreshed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich is being
refreshed.
nice to me. I'm not used to this. I don't know what's happening. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not really mean to you, as you're meaner to myself. You're meaner to me than I am you. I always throw compliments out,
You
You
do.
know,
You do. I'm
I do
kidding. You're
feel
very
confident.
nice.
Babe,
you know.
what is this on your wrist? Did I ever see that?
What? This? My
What is the-
tattoo?
what is the
I feel
tattoo?
like I can never quite show it. It's I got this right before I left home. It's just a little bit of Hawaiian tribal in a infinity sign.
Oh, infinity. So that like just
Yeah.
means forever?
Hawaii forever.
I don't get it.
It's just a little piece of home I took with me.
Paul,
That's
do you
all.
have any tattoos?
Wait, I have one tattoo that I got. It's not great. It's on my arm. It's just my initials in Old English because I was drunk at a party and me and my buddy said, when we wake up, we're going to get tattoos. So I got this and he got some Asian symbol on his, ankle.
Oh,
Does
I
he
have
know
one
what
of those too.
What's his? What is yours, babe? And where is it?
Wait, which side is it on?
Going.
It's just right there. It's my name. It's my name in Chinese. I can't believe I did that. This was the first tattoo
Oh.
I ever got right when I turned 18. What a
I wish you had a
dumbass.
longer name. God damn it. I wish your name was Xia Schwarzenegger. We'd be looking at Cooter right now.
Down. Oh,
Hey,
yeah. Don't ever
any-
get Chinese symbols. tattooed
Anybody
on
that
me.
gets Chinese writing is so hacky.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's just-
It's so bad. I
It's like-
hate it
it's
so
like
much.
getting it's like getting a tribal piece.
Yeah.
you know?
I want to
Yep.
get one on the small of my back.
Yeah.
A tribal piece or a
Yeah,
Chinese
tribal piece on a small
symbol?
of my back. It was a Chaplin tribute. Somebody told me it's a tramp stamp. And I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, I like old Charlie Chaplin. I'll do that.
I don't think that's what it means, Chip. A tramp stamp, it basically just means you're a slut.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
understand that type
Yeah.
of tramp. Yeah, we
Mhm.
weren't allowed to have them in the house. My mother only wanted me to date nice girls. Let me ask
Mhm.
you a question. How old were you when you lost your virginity, Paul?
14.
Oh, okay. Now,
Hey.
who was the girl? Was it a girl you were dating? Was it a girl
Yeah,
you
just
met
a
at
girl-
party?
Just a girl I dated in high school. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. You were young.
14.
Yeah.
Going on like the summer of 14 before I had a late birthday. So I'm November. So right before the summer before that, that's when I lost it.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
She was in your age group, age appropriate.
And then
Mhm.
you roll, and then you said to your buddy, "Oh, let's go get tattoos. Let's go get tattoos.
Let's never tell anybody about this.
Yeah, let's keep it between us.
Let's get tattoos." And
For me, how old were you, Rich? I imagine you were doing drugs and kind of selling your ass on the street. How old were you?
no, I was late. I was like 8. I could have when I was 16, but I was 18.
Oh,
Why didn't you when you could have? What happened?
there you go, babe. That's what I was going to ask. Stole my question.
Well, I
Sorry.
said to the girl I was dating, "Come on, we have to do this." And she said, "No, I'd rather do oral with you,
Sexy
said-
talk. I'd rather
I said-
do oral with you.
And my kid, I don't want make sure my kid's not listening."
Oh, okay.
And I said no. And then we went to the woods. We went to the woods, and
Jesus.
I put on protection,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't know how to do it. I couldn't figure out how to do it, and I
You're
couldn't.
explaining this like you're on the stand.
Yeah, this was the worst story I've ever heard about sex. I didn't know how to do it.
Literally
We were in the
explaining
woods.
this like a lawyer's asking.
Yeah.
We went to the woods and
Fucking Blair
And it-
Witch was a sexier wood
the-
story than you're fucking
But the
telling.
first time I did it, it was like just a long story, but it was down the shore, and it was horrible, and it was just like it was just horrible, and it probably lasted like 10 seconds, and after I finished, I went and sat on the beach, reflecting, looking into the water, like my journey in life is just beginning now.
That's
you know.
nice.
Right.
Like a 12-year-old girl.
I just shot the quickest load, and for the next 30 years, I kept doing it. And
That's a nice story.
dissatisfying women throughout the country.
All right, listen. I have the first time. I don't want to talk about. I will talk about the first time, but here's what happened. I was young. I was about 13 years old, and I had some hairs down there. There was actually a very bushy, so I wanted to shave them first, and I had like an electric shaver. So I'm standing there and I'm shaving, and I didn't realize that if like one of the hairs got caught, the blade was gonna skip. So I wound up chewing my scrotum up with this shaver. And I was in the shower and I got a terrible shock, and then I didn't know that you weren't supposed to plug it in and then get in the shower. It was a whole mistake. And according to the emergency room, I mutilated my genitals with these clippers. So now what I need to do is get myself manscaped. That's what you need, manscaped, and they're waterproof. So you're not going to mutilate your genitals. You're going to go on down there and just kind of sculpt it into a nice little picture, like a nice little front lawn. You go down there. Is that what you got, Rich? Manscaped?
Yes.
Then you know that Manscaped, look, they got the brand new 4.0. What's the 4.0, babe? It's the performance package 4.0. That's it. Is that the 4.0 or is that another one?
that said weed whacker.
Yeah, that's for your
4.0.
pubes.
And Chip, isn't it waterproof? So you can take it into the shower without shocking yourself.
That's what happened, babe, because that was
Yeah.
what happened. I had plugged it in and got in the shower because it was
don't wanna
mutilating
do
my
that.
genitals. And I had skin wrapped in and kind of spun around it multiple times. And then I fucking stepped in the shower. And the next thing I know, I was on the bath mat and there were paramedics over me. Apparently, it had shocked me and I had smashed my head into the soap dish and fell out of the tub.
No.
So that's what happens when you don't use the right genital trimmer. So get yourself 4th generation trimmer. It features a cutting edge ceramic blade, reduces grooming accidents. There you go. See, I didn't know that. Mine was fucking just kind of made of razor blades. It was a homemade type of thing, and I really damaged myself. These have the advanced skin safe technology, the lawnmower 4.0. It's got a 7,000 RPM motor. There you go. That's the problem. The faster it spins, the better it cuts. The one I injured myself with was 115 RPM. And that was why when it grabbed a piece of skin, it slowly wrapped it like taffy around the entire thing. Yeah,
no.
I knew I should have stopped, but I thought that was part of it. It's a multifunction on-off switch. It can engage, travel lock, and give you the ability to turn the 40,000 LED spotlight on and off if you want to get down there and see a little bit more of your private area. Shave the undercarriage. It's fucking disgusting. You've never heard a woman go, God, you know what I like about you? What? The hair between your balls and asshole. Nothing makes me happier. I love the way it collects every scent from the day. I love how it feels on my nose. Never has a woman said that. They're always like, oh, I'm so glad you shaved that disaster. Manscaped makes a woman want to go down on you. Sometimes girls don't like going down on you. They've told me one girl was going down on me and she went, what is this? And she found 3 pieces of gum in my pubic hair from other girls. I didn't know that was there. I
Oh.
tend to let it overgrow.
Well, also, Chip, if you trim the
babe?
hedges, it makes the trunk look bigger, right?
What's that got to do with shaving your pubic hair? I don't understand.
If you trim your pubes, it makes the pecka look bigger.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't know what you were getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
it
you
really
also-
does.
If you also poke out your spouse's eyes, it makes it look bigger too.
That is true. If she's very critical, sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah, but
Sometimes
she
you
can
have to.
still feel it.
That's a great point too. She sure can.
Or not, depending how small it is.
Listen, seal the deal. Manscaped's liquid formulations. Now, before heading outside, use crop preserver, ball deodorant to keep you on your game in the heat. I cannot stress the importance of this because a lot of times I'm very, very sweaty down there.
It doesn't smell good.
That's what I've been told.
Sweaty balls.
One
Good.
girl said to me,
Ooh.
you have to do something about the testicle odor because it makes me not want to be around you. And we were skiing.
So she could smell it through your ski clothes.
I was behind her on the slope and she screamed back up over her shoulder. And I'm like, I have to do something about the odor of my testicles. Thank God for this crop preserver. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code CHIP20. That's CHIP20 at manscaped.com. 20% off and free shipping with the code CHIP20 at manscaped.com. Escape the shrub and weeds this summer and shine with Manscaped. It's easy to do a read for these guys because I genuinely like to trim myself down there. Now, Paul, are you more of like a
That's-
cut it with scissors or keep it bald? What do you do?
That's the funniest ad read I've ever heard in my life.
Oh,
Ever.
thank you. I meant it. Every word of it's true, too. I wasn't even
Uh,
trying to be funny.
Even the skiing thing was true, huh?
Oh, 100% true. Yeah. Yeah, we were going down the slopes. I'll never forget that. The wind was blowing up at me, and she was like, and she looked back, and she's like, you got to do something about your testicle odor.
No, I use like clippers, but I don't have that. I got to get that Manscaped thing because I've cut myself before, and it's not fun when you clip something, dude.
No, it's
So what's
very
great about
painful.
Manscaped? It's so powerful. It'll slide the warts right off everything. But there's like 40 different gifts in this box. And there's the travel bag, the cologne. There's all kinds of different stuff. I'm doing another read for Manscaped on Chipper's podcast.
I don't mind it. Trust me, the happier we make the sponsor, the fucking more cake.
Oh,
Chipper needs a little
Chip.
bit of cake. Chipper needs some cake. What's the matter?
Can I look yet? Is it on?
Oh,
Okay, Rich.
Please
oh,
don't throw
sorry,
up.
babe. I didn't
One of the-
realize.
It's okay, Chip. I know you get excited when you talk about cake for the chipper.
Whenever I talk about
Oof.
money, I get crazy.
Oh, when people
Yeah.
start gagging, I gag. When people start gagging, I could throw up.
That's
Oh.
how it is when people pop lock for me. I just can't stop it. I start right in. You get me watching fucking Breaking It. I'm like, Gadoosh, Gadoosh. And they hate that I actually say Gadoosh, Gadoosh, but I can't help it. It makes it fun for me, you know.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you. Britney Spears recently was in court talking about the conservatorship and whatnot. I thought she would have been really happy having other people tell her what to do, but apparently she's not happy. So I want to do something to help free Britney if anybody has any ideas.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Unlock
man.
the door. Go to her house and unlock the door.
I've tried it. Trust me, please. It's preaching to the choir here. I'm a Britney fan. I was walking up. I was trying to be discreet, but then I realized I was loudly humming. Oops, I did it again. And fucking security came out as I was trying to fiddle with the door with a fucking butter knife. And I was like, I'm trying to free Britney. And the guy kicked me in the stomach.
You've been to a
Oh.
Britney concert, Chip?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a couple of them. I don't know many of her songs. Like she did that one called If You CK Me. Which sounds like If You Seek Amy, which really is like F-U-C-K me. It's like,
It's like a hidden meaning.
it's a hidden meaning. And people got mad at the concert because she was like, if you seek Amy. And I just kept screaming, she's saying fuck. She's saying fuck.
In the sea of 13-year-old girls. you
They
were
got so
screaming
mad
that?
at me. They're like, we get it. And they're like, you're not allowed to bring a bullhorn into a concert. I had a fucking bullhorn. I was like, she's saying fuck. She's saying fuck. I figured she'd get a kick out of it, you know. that I
Did you get
understood.
arrested or?
No, they just asked me to leave, and they took the bullhorn, and it's really weird. I don't know if you've ever heard the whoosh of a bullhorn as it's striking you in the ear. It's a really strange sound. Nice reverberation, if you don't mind me saying so.
Is that why your head is kind of misshapen, you think?
No, that's got nothing to do with me. I think that's got something to do in 1968 with Norton's mother realizing what was coming and not having a good enough coat hanger. I think that's what it is.
Oh,
Yeah, she wanted to dump old Jimbo down the fucking bowl, as she should have.
Did she tell you that?
What? Kind
Did
of,
she-
yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with me, but she told me one time about him. I was like, well, that's
did
only
she
kidding.
try to push Norton back in?
What's that?
She tried to push him back in?
No, she couldn't wait to get rid of him.
Tried to
She-
pull him out with a coat hanger.
Yeah, Norton was premature. He was born, I think he was 7 months premature.
A preemie.
Seven months.
He was 2 months. He was 2 months of gestating. What do you call that when they're growing in there?
Birth preparing? I don't know the term.
Something. Anyway, you were
Yes.
only in there for 2 months.
Yeah. Babe, do you want kids?
No, I am
not?
good.
Why not? I don't mean
Ever?
to be coy.
You never want kids?
Nah, people keep telling me I'm going to change my mind. I haven't yet. If for some reason I do, I will adopt. I'm not pushing one of those out of there. It's not happening.
Do you have
Yeah.
anything in front of you you could pretend you're breastfeeding just so we could see if you'd be a good mom?
That's a good point.
I have the rock. Here, hold
Take a
on.
rock. Now pull your shirt off and put the rock.
Ooh, you
called-
sound like the guy from
it's
Fame.
called-
Go ahead,
it's called
Coco. Put
baby
your thumb in
heading.
your mouth.
Anyway,
Yeah, how come we
called-
don't have a Chipperson pillow?
I need a Chipperson pillow. I would love to sit on the Chipperson.
Yeah, that'd be nice. How's your OnlyFans?
It's good, Chip. It's been really good.
Yeah, Z is putting up pictures of
Oh.
her fucking bosoms and whatnot and things of that nature, and I don't like
Things
it
of
one bit.
But Chip, look, I'll tell you, it's been nice for me because, it's not a secret. Your girl's not packing up here too much.
Oh.
No, but the amount of people that are really into my boobs is kind of nice. Some people pay for videos of me just playing with them, and I'm like, okay, sure.
Now let me ask you: when you
Wow.
play with them, do you say anything sensual, or do you just? I never knew. What would I do if I was a girl playing with my? What do you say?
I usually
Ooh,
don't say anything.
You should.
Look, you don't have to be a girl to play with your boobs.
I know the way
It's true.
fucking Norton's been pandemic slamming fucking food. Well, I'll get back into the gym, and he's not going to get back into the gym. I feel it. This is a large shirt, and if I do this, my tits kind of stick.
No, you
out.
look good. You look healthy. I guess
You
I
look
don't-
healthy is code for you look chubby. That's
Yeah,
what
it is.
everybody always says. You
Thanks,
look
babe.
healthy.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to bring this up, but I'm just getting over a case of poison ivy that I had on my wrist here.
Oh, the
Oh,
best
no.
cure for that is a razor.
It's- or maybe I could just cut it with your lips. Old box cutter mouth.
Box liquor. All right, listen.
Hmm.
So
That's
Zia,
Chip.
you make. Let me ask you: when you make a video of your bosoms, what are you doing? Like, are you frolicking in a field? What are you doing?
It depends what they ask for. Sometimes one guy was a real big fan of that shirt that I wore where I accidentally came out of it on the It's Eric Nagel show.
Yeah.
The accidental shirt. So he wanted that shirt. So I just made him a video of where it was like teasing gonna come out, and then it came out, and I just sort of sat there and played with them for a little bit. So there was that. And then I've done ones where it's some ice on the nipples. Some people like that. And I'll rub like ice.
You have to go to school to learn how to do this technique and stuff.
Yes,
it's just-
yes. It's OnlyFans school. You have to go for 6 months before they let you join.
Are you in a relationship or no?
Yeah.
I'm married.
Married.
You're married,
Oh,
and he's cool with that. Like,
Yeah, he takes most of the pictures and a lot of the videos actually.
Yeah, he probably likes it. He probably likes the guys that tugging their pecker to his. You're his wife, and he's like, yeah, let everybody tug their pecker to her.
What's the name of the
Well said.
what's the name of the app that you do it on? Or what's it called?
It's called OnlyFans.
Oh,
It's funny.
How does it work, like pay wise? Like, how do you get paid? You get paid like per picture or per?
You can subscribe, and then girls do it different ways, but pretty much what everybody does is you pay a subscription price, and then I post stuff on my feed, and that's just what you get for the subscription price. And that is a big bug. What is that?
Wait, is there a big bug?
There's a big bug on Paul's microphone.
All kidding aside, be careful. You ever see the two dragonflies when they're making love? I had them fly into my mouth one time. I was yawning by a lake, and two dragonflies that were making love flew into my mouth.
Did
And
they
I had
finish?
to let them finish. Oh, yeah, they did. I had dragonfly come all over me, and then they tapped on my teeth, and I let them fly out. I was like, you
tapped
should
on
pay
your
me rent for
teeth?
that. Yeah, I could feel them tapping on my teeth because they don't sting, thank the Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, they were making
wow.
love, and they flew into my mouth.
What's the furthest you do on your thing? Like, what's the limit?
I don't do any like bottom nudity.
You
So
don't do
there-
any what?
Bottom nudity.
She doesn't
It's a-
show a cooter.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'll do a lot of teasing, and you can see a lot like through a thong, or like I'll bend over and down there, but you don't see, like, I don't ever actually take the thong off.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of
Oh.
showing your hiney hole and whatnot.
Yeah, stuff like that.
So
So
Rich,
your
don't
dad-
worry
so
about
your-
this.
So your dad could say to his friends, hey, she's not, take a look. This is my kid.
Trust me, his dad's friends already know. If your friend's daughter looks like Xia, they know they've signed up.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
My dad's friends did. I have had my dad's friends hit on me before, so I wouldn't be
Oh,
surprised.
God.
What
Yeah.
happened? Babe,
So-
I'm here.
One time at a Willie Nelson concert, I was
Fuck!
15.
How'd you get tickets? Sorry,
Well-
I don't mean to divert. God damn it. Which Willie Nelson show is this? Is this the Honolulu thing he taped?
No, this is on the Big Island in Waimea, I think is where it was.
Of course. Willie Nelson in Hawaii. Who didn't see that fucking match made in heaven?
Who would have thought? I
Perfect.
gave him a quarter pound of weed. He gave me a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, that's nice. That's not
That's
a
so
fair
nice.
trade, by the way. You should have given me a lot more than that for a quarter pound of
A
weed.
little bit more, but
He got fucked.
Yeah.
So
But-
what happened?
Yeah, babe,
Well,
what happened? Are you okay?
I'm fine. It's not surprising. Like, my dad hung out with people who are a lot younger than him a lot of the time too. But this guy in particular, his name was Justin, gave me a bud and told me to hide it somewhere. And I was really young and really stupid. This is when I still smoked. And I put it in my shirt and my bra. And then he was like,
Oh.
hey, do you still have that bud? Let me see. And I pulled it, and he was like, I just did that so I could see your boob. And I was like, oh, cool.
So
Wow.
he confessed so he could see your boob?
Yeah. He just wanted to see my boob.
And did
And
you
what does
say
that
to
got
him?
to do with a Willie Nelson concert?
That was at the Willie Nelson concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the girls, I've loved it before. Hey, let me look at your tits. That's a very, what a weird place to try to do it at the Willie Nelson show.
Dad was there too. You would have thought.
Wait,
I-
what? He was with your dad's friend was with him?
Yeah, pretty ballsy, right?
Did he
And
hear it?
No, my dad didn't hear it. And you would think if he had known, I'm sure he would have been pissed. There was another time we were at a punk show at some park, and I was pretty wasted. My dad was pretty drunk. And this one drunk dude picked me up, and my dad picked him up by the throat and scared the shit out of him. So you think that he would have done something, but
Is that the guy that hit your dad with a tire iron?
no, that's a different guy.
Okay,
Dad's
so
a
the guy
violent-
he didn't touch you or anything. He just did that creepy looky loo.
He did the creepy looky loo. He didn't touch me.
Is your dad
that I
friends
know
with
of.
him today?
Well, he went off to do a lot of drugs, so I actually don't know where he is.
Oh.
He's probably
Yeah.
following Willie Nelson's tour. He's,
That's a burnout.
Yeah. Willie Nelson fucking gets high. My
Hey,
friend
Chipper.
got high with Willie Nelson.
Who's the musician that played at Folsom Prison? Was it Willie Nelson? Or
No, that was
Johnny Cash.
fucking Johnny Cash.
Johnny
Yeah.
Yup.
But you're a big fan of Johnny Cash, right there, Chipper?
Yeah, I like Johnny Cash. A lot of times I'll put on a Johnny Cash song like Hurt, and I'll just tell people, listen to the words. And I look at them while they enjoy the song. Some say that interferes with their enjoyment of the song, but I don't think so.
Chipper, why don't you tell Paul Virzi the story behind Country Road? What that song? Do you know? You
Oh,
told
by John Denver?
Yeah, you know the story behind it. You could
Sure,
tell.
I do. Yes. He was on his way home.
I'd love
He
to
had-
hear that.
He had lost his map. And he said, how do I get home? And they said, you take the country road. And he said, "Oh, I want to get to the place I've been before." And they said, "Country Road." All right. And he started babbling about some fucking miner's daughter, miner's lady, and the guy walked away from him. That's the story I heard.
Oh,
I thought there was it was about a guy that played the song in prison.
No.
Wait.
Country Road. And then he wrote a song called Country Runway, which turned out not to be a smart move by John Denver, if you know what I'm talking about. No, the song, here's what Vos is talking about, Paul. There was a book written by a man, I forget his name. The book is called Makes Me Wanna Holla. And he was a black guy who was in jail. And he said every night, because they were in fucking either Virginia or Georgia, some guy would play that and everybody would be quiet and listen to him play it and nobody would yell at him.
Oh,
That's nice.
And nobody would rape him because of that, right?
Well, I don't know if they raped him or not. I didn't ask.
But
I
once
imagine once the song is done, if you got a nice hiney in jail, your musical ability only gets you so far.
I heard no one would touch him, and then one of his guitar strings broke, and that was like being kicked out of a gang. And then he was like,
Oh, they gave him a good buggering.
It was a free for all once his guitar string broke.
So let me ask you, Paul, have you ever had any type of a sexual encounter with another guy when you were a kid?
I have not.
Oh no, you're totally straight.
I have not had that.
What about as an adult?
No.
I guess somebody doesn't like candy.
Yeah, I guess somebody didn't have vans in his neighborhood.
So,
No, that's all we kept hearing. Like everybody heard is there's a blue van. Everybody in my neighborhood said the blue van, stay away. So my whole life, anytime I saw a van, I fucking ran home.
you just grew up. What a snob.
Yeah, Mr. Goody Two Shoes over there doesn't
Sorry,
know
I
what
didn't
it's
want to
like.
get molested. My bad.
Yeah, that's not right. Boy, somebody doesn't know what it's like to be threatened by an adult. Boy, he doesn't know.
Look at me, all in one piece.
Yeah, look at him all healthy and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Knows who he is.
Tattoos.
Yeah. How about you, Xia? Let me ask you, was there another guy that hit on you besides your dad's friend? That was inappropriate.
That was inappropriate a little bit. Yeah. I mean, yes, of course. Then there was another guy who slept with my friend and then said, "Oh, I'm really sorry that I didn't sleep with you. I would have liked to." And I was like, "Okay, I don't know why you're telling me that, but sure."
Wait,
He was
who was
another one
he?
of my
Was he
dad's friends.
older?
He was older. He was definitely like, I was probably 16 and he was probably in his 20s. So
Oh,
it definitely wasn't good. But yeah, that was it. It's Hawaii is a weird place, and it's weird when you're like
Wait,
in
where?
a group of
We don't
Hawaii.
like how you said that word.
How do
Hawaii.
you say Hawaii is a
Hawaii.
weird place?
Wait, you're from Hawaii? Like that's where you're born and raised there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's why I love
it's
her.
a different place. Yeah. It's a free for all heathen land, really.
How did
Is
you
that why
say
your
it?
name? Is that why your name is that? Like, is that a Hawaiian?
It's not Hawaiian. It's actually Chinese technically, but that's not how it's supposed to be pronounced. I've heard different stories on how I got it. Someone said that my mom saw it on a Chinese perfume bottle and thought it was cool. And then someone else told me that they saw the name with the Z, but liked the X better spelling. I don't know.
All these
Oh.
people you went to, why didn't you just go to your parents to find out?
Well,
All these
Well-
other people that told you where your name came from were probably not even related to you. And you could have said, "Mom, why did you name me Xia?" I'm just curious.
well, my mom died when I was too young to even be thinking about it.
That's
And then-
great. Thanks, Rich. Thanks,
Sorry,
Rich.
Kevin.
She cries every week, and now we just got to do an episode, and you got to bring that shit up.
Now I'm crying again. God damn it.
I'm sad. How
no,
old
well-
were you?
I was almost 6.
Oh, that's sad. That's really
Sorry.
sad. Was it your
It's okay.
fault?
It was a long time. Yes.
You're a
Yes, she
monster.
died in childbirth. I was 6.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's okay. It was a long time ago. It was a car accident.
So wait, so Xia, you never found out what it meant.
It means sunrise over the clouds or summer, depending on the Chinese character.
It's one of a couple of things. It either means sunrise over the clouds or tire iron. I'm not sure. It means one of those two things.
Something.
Wow.
Yeah,
But your
whatever.
is your dad still living?
Mine?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I-
he's encyclopedia. Oh, sorry, he means you. Sorry, babe. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, no, Chip. Yes, I mean your dad is still very busy
Did,
encyclopedia
he,
salesman.
Indeed.
did your dad remarry Xia?
Yes.
Rich is trying to get out of it. Rich is
Yeah,
trying to
exactly.
talk about everybody that's alive.
Yeah, exactly. So do you have aunts that are
Is there
living?
any-
I'd love to hear about them.
Listen,
you like lemon drops?
Let me get to the question. What kind of car? No, is your dad usually married? Does he have kids, other kids? Like, do you have a half brother or half sister?
I have a full sister and a half brother. He's now married to a girl I went to high school with.
Yeah.
That's a couple years younger than I am.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And that's
that
who he's
rules.
with now. Yeah.
Fucking rules.
He was an amateur
You know, it's
bodybuilder,
still-
so he's a
it's
big
sad story, but it
kinda
turned
guy.
out great. It turned out great.
turned out good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure did. And it turned out good for you because now you're in the Big Apple. You're on the
Here
East
with
Coast.
Chip.
Here with
Oh,
Chipperson.
Yeah.
I got a story for you guys.
Oh,
Cool.
Speaking of car accidents, on my mom and dad's honeymoon, they went off the road. Their car went down an embankment on their honeymoon, and they both went through the windshield, both laying on the hood through the windshield on their honeymoon. But they didn't die, obviously, because I'm here. But they both on their honeymoon got in a major car accident and both went right through the windshield.
holy crap.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
How
Anybody
bad-
else? Huh?
How bad were the injuries? Like, were they in the hospital for a long time?
Oh, no, they just
Obviously,
got
it
up.
did damage to the womb.
Which one? I might,
That was quick, Chip.
my mom had scars on her chest because I used to see my mom get undressed, right?
Oh.
Through the hole I drilled in the wall. And
Oh.
my mom had these big sagging titties with scars on them from when she went through the windshield. True
Wow.
story.
Are you
Wow.
sure they were scars from the windshield and she
Fuck
didn't get a boob
just
job
happened?
they didn't know about?
Yeah.
You know what?
Get a boob job you didn't know about? I've heard that
No,
leaves
no,
scars
they were
sometimes.
Windshield glass scars.
Like over on the top here.
I don't know exactly. I didn't measure them.
You guys want to talk about family suicides after this?
Oh, I'd
got
love
so
to.
dark.
I got a
What
couple.
happened?
What
Well,
the
there's a
fuck
whole-
just happened to this podcast?
I know. Now it's all sad. Xia with her tragedy, Rich with his tragedy / porno. God damn it.
Chip, talk more about your pets. That'll liven this up. That'll happy this up a
Yeah,
bit.
let's keep it happy. So, Paul, let me ask you a question. Not to be like a hacky radio guy over here, like, what's your favorite pizza topping?
Oh, I got two: pepperoni and jalapeno.
That's a
Good
nice
ones.
combination. What do
Yeah.
you like, Rich? What do you like on yours? Glasses.
Listen,
Come on, that's not a pizza topping.
It is if you believe in yourself and try hard enough.
to tell you the truth, I don't eat because I don't eat meat. I'm a vegetarian.
Yep.
So my favorite is a nice margarita pizza. All right, but without the tomatoes, just cheese and
So
whatever.
a cheese pizza.
What's yours, Chip? What's your favorite?
Pineapple.
Oh, Chip.
Like a true New
No.
Yorker.
Oh,
I like
Chip.
pineapple on my pizza.
Why?
I
Chip,
like
you know
li-
I love you.
Slabs of fucking pineapple
No.
all over.
With
it.
ham too? The ham or no?
Mm.
Sometimes I'll hold the ham in my hand and I'll use it like as a glove, a meat glove, and I'll fucking grab it and I'll just rub my fingers over the pineapple and let the ham flavor it without interfering with the pizza taste underneath.
Oh, so upsetting.
Why, babe? You don't like pineapple?
I
was trying to
love
get on your good
pineapple.
side.
Chip, you know I love you, and I love pineapple, but pineapple on it just does not belong on pizza.
Oh,
It
you ever
just
have apple
doesn't.
on pizza or grapes? Oh, I like to lift the cheese and place little grape treats underneath. That's delicious.
That sounds so terrible.
Oh.
No, babe, you have no idea how good it is.
All right, let's go back to car accidents.
Hey,
What?
Thank you.
Chipper, have you ever eaten at Joe's Pizza in New York off of 6th
Yeah,
Avenue?
didn't like it. No good.
It's the best pizza in New York.
Yeah, no, it isn't. You give me the fucking real New York Sabaros. I
Oh,
like
no.
Sabaros a lot.
They're the ones in the mall, right?
No.
That's a great place. Sabaros is a great place up in fucking Times Square. You go to the M&M place. You're either a New Yorker or you're not.
You know
I
what's
think
good? Elio's Pizza, the frozen.
Oh, see, now you're talking. Who's
Actually, I
Joe?
like Elio's.
Chip, one thing we never talked about in all the, the couple times I've been on here, what's your, political views now that Trump is out and Biden's in, and there, there's a big divide in the country. What are your where do you stand? Is Chip more of a conservative guy, or do you go a little left?
I'm pure de Blasio all the way. Now, I know you can call me a front runner and go, you always go with the popular guy, Chipperson. But that de Blasio, I like anybody who's over 6'8" and has a 1% approval rating. I'm like, that's a guy who's doing something right. Bill de Blasio all the way. He knows.
I thought you were talking about this podcast.
That's not very nice. We
I'm
get
sorry.
good numbers.
It's a 99% approval rate here.
Babe,
on
thank
Chip.
you very much for doing the math for me. I got a little lost.
You're a de Blasio guy, big time.
Oh, love Bill de Blasio. He's sincere. New Yorkers rally around him. He's just a really loved, charismatic guy. Yeah, some people say that he's a big, stupid dud, but I think he's really, really great. Love him a whole lot.
You know that's not his real name, right, Chip?
Bill de Blasio?
Yeah, it's not his real name.
What's his real name?
His real name is like Warren, and he's a Jew. It's a Jewish name, Warren something.
But he's
I
not
didn't
a
know
Jew.
that. Is it Warren Jerome? Oh, no, that was Tweety from Bad Boys. God damn it.
He's not a Jew, is he?
I think, yeah. Can we find out his real name?
Yeah, let's find out. Hold on a second. Bill de Blasio, real. I'm gonna fucking daddy's gonna Google Bill de Blasio real name. I didn't know that.
What do you think was the best mayor in your lifetime, a New York mayor?
Warren Wilhelm?
Warren
Willem?
Wilhelm Jr.
Willem?
Warren
That's not a-
Willem.
Not
That's
Jewish?
That's not a Jew name, I don't think.
Okay.
I hope
Warren
not.
Wilhelm Jr. Wow, you're
I
right.
love-
I hope to God not.
So now, do you still like him, Chip, or you think he's a
Oh,
big
yeah, I
fraud?
like him even more now because he's got a couple of names. So they're going to go, who are you going to vote for? And I'm going to go, I'm voting for Warren Wilhelm Jr. What do you think?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I love de Blasio. He's good. Andrew Yang, I kind of like too, because I like anybody that's as happy to be there as he was. I love it. I want a president who runs around going, I like pizza. I'm like, that guy likes fucking pop culture.
Yeah, the way he
appreciate
goes
that.
to like the Cyclone. He goes to the Cyclone and he loves all the New York staples.
Yep. And they
That's
say,
who
what's
you-
your favorite subway? And he goes, 42nd Street. I'm like, that's a man who grew up in the Big Apple.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's relatable, right, Chip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, but I go different ways with different issues. A lot of people say, Chipperson, you're a Whig guy. I know that I kind of come off like a Whig. I have very, very mixed political views. And sure, a Whig candidate hasn't run in probably 200 years, but I still support them.
That's good. Someone has to.
Thanks, babe. WHIG, so you don't misspell it.
You think Biden's doing a good job so far since he's been in?
Hunter, yes. Believe me. I want to hang out with fucking Hunter. You bet he's doing a good job swinging that 12-inch pecker around with a pipe in his hands. That's a fucking good egg. Yeah, I
Hunting
like
some
Biden.
kudos.
You fuck yeah, he's fucking sopping some cooters. I can't say no to this guy. He's got a giant pecker.
Guy's doing blow everywhere with his dick out. What are you gonna do?
He's the
you know?
best. Fucking Chateau Marmont said, we don't want you back because you're doing too many drugs. That's a true story. That's the greatest compliment anybody can give you. Too many drugs for Chateau Marmont. True story.
You're
Living
pretty
the
up on. You're pretty up on. What's the word?
Politics,
No,
pop
not
culture, Chateau Marmont.
Now, do you know the controversy that's surrounding Subway and their tuna subs?
We talked about it before, yeah, where they're saying, Subway is saying it's tuna, and scientists are saying that it's a liquefied carburetor. So there's basically two schools of thought on what it is. Yeah, I like the tuna fish a
Well,
lot, though.
Isn't it true that someone said that if you get married, you're going to have Subway cater your wedding? Aren't you a big fan?
Love Subway. They're so good. I love the sandwiches too. Because I like a sandwich. First of all, I hate like Blimpie and stuff because they cut the meat right there. I like the meat cut a few weeks before, sent over in a box. Let it sit right there nice. Catch the atmosphere. You throw a couple of them little black olives on it. That's what I call a delicious sandwich. Love it.
Would you like to sit down and break bread or have a sandwich with de Blasio, a nice tuna sub with de Blasio from Subway?
I'd love to sit there with Bill de Blasio and eat a tuna fish sub, just talk about New York and how great of a job he's doing, and I hope he wins again. I hope he gets a third term like Jeff Bloomberg did.
If Chip, if you could ask de Blasio one question only, what would it be?
What's the weather like up there? I'm just kidding. No, I'd probably ask him something like, so with taxes and stuff, like, what do you think?
Yeah,
Paul,
that's a good.
Well, I was at a
What do you
function.
think? What?
I was at a function like 4 weeks ago, and there were 2 ex-governors there, and then Governor Murphy from Jersey, and all these comics. We were supposed to ask him questions. So the narrator said to me, "Do you have a question for Governor Murphy?" And I asked him if he saw Vos roast on YouTube. What am I going to say to him? Oh, taxes or whatever.
Yeah.
They're the same fucking stock answers. The same, hey, why did you raise the Parkway toll from 75 cents to $1.90? Because we're scumbags. That's why.
Yeah, you're never going to ask them a question about like, hey, what are we going to do about the bridges? And they're going to go, nothing this term. We'll talk about That's not going to fucking happen.
So I asked him if he saw Vos roast.
And he said, yes, but it was called 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Topical. Who are the other ex-governors? I'm going to guess Christy Todd Whitman and Jim, whatever. Jim
one guy was,
Florio.
Christie wasn't there. I don't know. These governors were from way back. One was, he was so cool. He was so wasted. He was a heavy-set Irish dude. I'll look it up. I'll let you know next time.
Chris Christie.
No, it wasn't Chris Christie.
Oh, Theo LaGuardia.
The guy who threw the party was an assemblyman in New Jersey.
Oh. All right.
And there was
I don't
a
know
lot
who it is. An assemblyman. I mean, come on.
Well, listen, he's going to probably be the next governor in New Jersey, and I play golf with him.
That's cool. And you couldn't think of a question to ask him.
Well, no, the governor. What am I going to ask the governor? It doesn't matter why the tax is so fucking high in New Jersey. What's he going to? There's nothing you could ask a politician that they haven't heard or some stock answer.
What's your favorite karate movie? That's what I would have asked them.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Chip, did you ever think about running? I could see you as like a local politician in your town.
Yep, I ran for class president in high school.
You did.
Did you win?
How'd you do?
Not well at all, because I didn't realize that racial segregation was over. So I was preaching that, and 2 water fountains, not 1. I thought I was being woke, and they threw me out.
Oh,
And
of the
more
school?
homework. What's that?
Of the
No, of
school
the
or the
race.
race? Oh, of the
No,
race.
of the
Okay.
race. I didn't know. I was watching TV. I thought that was the right message.
What TV were you watching?
So,
And more homework.
so that spooked you? Did that spook you away from politics altogether? Or you?
Yes,
thinking
it
about
did, because they were so judgmental. I had bumper stickers made up. 2 fountains, not 1. I thought that was going to be like a really popular rallying cry, but it scared me away. Yes, it did.
But for years, you've been running from your childhood memories, right?
Yeah, but it's circular, so I wind up bumping into their anus, and I'm running behind them. Unfortunately, I come head on with my childhood memories. They're all good, though. Thank the good Lord,
Yes.
So, Xia, let me ask you a question before we wrap up.
Uh-huh.
If you weren't married, would you be doing OnlyFans?
I don't know. Maybe.
Have you had any creepy requests?
I've gotten my first feet requests. Gotten
What they
feet.
say about your feet?
Oh,
They say about your feet?
Chip, you got a little something there.
What they say about your feet?
A foot tickling video request. Oh
Coochie,
Lord.
coochie, coo.
Oh God.
Sorry.
It's okay, Chip.
Apologize. I didn't mean to do that.
It's okay. You got excited. I get
Yes,
it.
I did.
Yeah.
Foot tickling gets me every time. They tickle your little tootsies. It's
Do you
so
like that?
sensual. It's so
Oh my God.
sensual.
What when they ask for feet shit? It's just a picture of the foot.
Yeah, sometimes they ask for specific things like having your feet out like this or like spreading your toes, things like
Gee,
that.
that's fucking
I can't
weird.
spread my toe on my left foot. I could show you it. On my left foot, my
Can I see that?
my
I-
little
Oh,
I don't We're about to find out.
Yeah, I want to see your webbed feet, old duck feet.
Is it webbed?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
of course it is. Little
I-
matches
Well,
dinosaur
Rich, you know
brain.
you're not getting paid for this, right?
I know, but my pinky toe is stuck to my foot.
Ugh. Ew.
Oh, it's
What an
little
ugly
too.
foot. What a
Wait.
teeny ugly foot.
Wait, bring
only
it back
saw
over
4
the other
toes.
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
go back the other way.
Yeah.
The-
Oh, oof.
I
You have
can't get my pinky
You have
toe
feet like
out.
a toad.
you should start an OnlyFans foot.
Yeah.
or-
Only fan to keep consistent with comedy.
for your feet.
I was supposed to do a Zoom show tomorrow night, and I emailed the guy. I go, how many people so far? He said 1, and it sucked because my bonus was at 3.
Well, why don't we? Oh, we should promote it. You should have promoted it
I,
on
can't- I
fucking.
didn't want to. I didn't promote it at all.
Oh, I understand. Keep
Nobody
going,
wants
yeah.
to do Zoom shows anymore.
Yeah, I'm
When
gonna
are you
start
gonna-
doing them next year.
Oh, next year.
Yeah, yeah.
Rich, when are you starting to do have you been doing in-person comedy?
Oh,
Shows?
I've been doing clubs since last year.
Oh,
In and out, outdoors, into wherever.
Yeah.
You know, wherever I can.
That's
Yeah,
chill.
Me too. I had COVID early, so I've been out.
You get
like I got
vaccinated?
that out of the way.
I did get vaccinated. I'll be honest. I got like one of those hookups, because it was like, cause you're, comic and stuff. And I was like, all right, one of the comedy clubs let their, comics get it. And it was new. And I was worried about it. I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing, like putting in my body. And like a dick, I asked comics while I was online, should I be doing this? And they were all like, yeah, yeah, like
Yeah.
a fucking comic who tells dick jokes in a strip mall has a fucking doctor thing. But I ended up getting it. They want my son, because my son just turned 12.
Yep.
And they were like, and I don't want him to get it. He just turned 12. So I want some time to go by before he gets it.
My daughter
Before
got
it
it. She's 14. I got Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah,
Because
I
you
got
need spring.
Sputnik.
You got what?
What?
Sputnik, the one from the Soviet Union. They
Oh.
mailed it to me. I ordered it and they mailed it to me.
Have you had any side effects, Chip?
My body. How long is your body's ache supposed to be?
Your body aches?
I think like
supposed-
24 hours.
Like a day?
Yeah, something went wrong. Yeah, I had body aches for 7 months. For 7 months, I couldn't get out of bed.
Oh,
Apparently, it's supposed to be kept cold, and they mailed it to me wrapped in a fucking paper bag, and the needle broke. It's a whole thing, babe, the Sputnik. But I feel healthier now.
do you?
Yes, I do. All right, what's everybody promoting? This was a lot of fun. Anthony texted me, by the way, he's okay.
Good.
He overslept and he wasn't feeling well. He didn't do his
He
shit.
overslept at 9 at night.
Well, sometimes, let's be honest, everyone's alcoholism affects them differently. Now, Paul Virzi, what are you promoting?
Well, I got a date July. I just got my Salt Lake City date moved. It was supposed to be this weekend. It'll be September 3rd and 4th.
Okay.
July 23rd, I will be at the Fairfield Community Theater for the Connecticut Comedy Festival. And I'm going to be shooting my second special this September. All of that information will be out this week, and all upcoming dates will be on paulverzi.com.
Why'd they move your Utah date?
They moved my Utah date because Joe Rogan was going in, and they asked me if I wanted to do their other location. And I said, I'm shooting a special in September. Let's just move it there. So that's what we did.
Oh, okay.
Where's
that's
your-
fair.
Where's your special going to be?
Well, we don't know the exact location yet, but it's either going to be New York City or at a club up in Nyack, West Nyack, Levity Live.
Nice.
Rogan's mad at me
Why?
How come?
because I bumped him out of the gig. Actually, I'm not supposed to talk about it, but him and Dave Chappelle were gonna do like this arena, but I'm doing this like Burning Embers acoustic thing, and they wound up moving those guys so I could do 2 nights.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. What are you
I'm
promoting?
paying for that
Rich?
ticket,
Yeah, please. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's no Willie Nelson concert. Wink, wink, babe. All right, let me ask you a question. Richie V, what are you promoting?
I don't know. Well, this weekend I'm at Uncle Vinny's.
By the time this airs, though, it'll be after the weekend.
Okay. Then just go to richvoss.com. I got Mohegan Sun coming up. I got
Yep.
Florida. I got Austin, Texas. Whatever. I got them all, and we're all whatever. It doesn't matter. My
Are you gonna see
special's
Rogan
coming
when
out
you're in
soon.
Austin?
What's that?
You gonna see Rogan when you're in Austin?
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, probably.
Okay.
But we just sold my special. I don't know.
Oh, good. Where'd you sell it? Good for you.
Some guys in front of the stand. I don't know what network. I forgot what network, but it'll come out soon.
He has no idea where he sold the special.
No, I don't. Because my manager, I just let it go. I let it go.
Okay.
I shot it 3 years ago, and now a distributor picked it up, and it's going to go on some fucking network.
Good for you.
Oh, sorry.
No, babe, go ahead. I was just gonna say congrats from Chipper to you. What are you gonna say, my love?
I was just gonna say I love the way Rich promotes stuff. He's like, I don't know, find me somewhere. I got
He's a
stuff
terrible
out there.
promoter. Yep.
Listen to me. You know why? Because I don't care anymore.
Oh,
That is true.
What the fuck? I'm playing country clubs and golf. I played today at a country club. The last 3 weeks, bolt to stroll. I don't care. I'm always listen. I've already left my mark in this business. This is all I need to do.
Mark.
The Chipperson Podcast.
I don't know if it's a mark.
Wound.
Wound.
This is it. This podcast. And My Wife Hates Me. The best comedy couple podcast out there.
I agree. They're fucking good couple. Now, Xia, what are you promoting, babe? Besides your naughty OnlyFans, is it an OnlyFans _Xia Land? How does that work, babe? I don't know.
it's just onlyfans.com/Zealand. Or if you search Zealand, you can find it. Or just follow me on social media at Zia_land on Twitter and Instagram. And it's in my link in the bio. And Twitch. I also do Twitch if you want to check out those streams there. And I do a podcast with Eric, Mr. E-Rock. It's Eric Nagel. That's live on Thursdays at 7, twitch.tv/It's Eric Nagel.
I saw
Okay,
Eric
babe.
the other night. I saw him Monday night. He looked good.
Yeah, he looked
That
really
wasn't
good.
Eric then.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also have the Virzi Effect and Anything Better podcast. I forgot that.
What's
Who's on
anything
your
better with
podcast
Bill
with you?
Burr?
Yeah, Anything Better. We talk sports. We just shoot the shit. And then the Virzi Effect is just me either alone or with a guest. And I'm coming up on my 500th episode on that. And I'm going to have a big guest on, hopefully.
All right. Well,
Congrats.
I'll see. If
Hey.
I'm around, I just don't know if I'm going to be busy that day.
Yeah. Are you free next Wednesday?
Yep.
Chip is the biggest guest you'll ever get.
You bet. I'll talk about all the crazy stories, the time I fucking got kicked off a plane, the fucking time I got fucking thrown out of a Bradley's in New Jersey, the time I went bowling with newfound friends.
Didn't you beat your mother's boyfriend up once when he was mean to her?
Yeah. Well, let's beat up is kind of a stretch. He was screaming at her, and he threw a fucking turkey out the window like Paulie from Rocky. And I said, "Hey!" And he took my finger and he broke it, and then he broke the other 9. He broke all of my fingers sequentially.
one by one.
Yeah. And he waited 5 minutes in between each one just so I could think it was over.
Oh, so I did have that story wrong.
Yeah. I pointed. He went, "Hey," and he wanted to teach me a lesson about pointing. And in fairness, it did teach me a lesson. Don't point at Lamar when he's been drinking.
Probably a lot of things you shouldn't do to Lamar when he's been drinking.
Yep, broke them
Be
sequentially.
around.
I would relax. I would think, okay, that's over. Nope, 8 more to go, Chipper.
Why didn't you run away, Chip?
That's a great question. But he wound up putting a couch in front of the door and he blocked me. You ever see that movie Room?
Yeah, no, but I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, that reminds me a lot of my childhood. Anyway, get yourself a Cameo, cameo.com/Chip Chipperson. Fucking stupid Norton's got one too. We're not on the app. Go to the website. And if you want to fucking Doug Bell, you want one of his fucking dull ramblings, go ahead and get one. Or if you want Jim to blink and be fake positive, get one from him. All right, listen, Virzi, thanks for coming on. I love you. Vos, one of my favorite people. Xia, if you weren't married, you and me would be an item.
Of course, Chip. I'm
I'm
just
on
waiting for it to
Cameo.
not work out.
Yes, you are. Cameo.com/Rich Voss.
Is that my thing?
I'm assuming so.
Oh,
I'm assuming so. You're not
I
on
can't
Cameo, Virzi?
I tried. I just can't do it. It's brutal.
Yeah.
it's useless.
It really is. Paul's a guy with an actual career in front of him. That's why he's not. I'm fucking tap dancing on fucking Cameo, and I got Jim going, just do the best you can. It makes people happy. It's like, shut up, Jim. You're getting fat again. All right, let's wrap this up. Everybody knows. Fucking blubberneck. Let's fucking close this out properly. Everybody. Now, Paul, do you know how we do it?
Oh,
Yes.
Voss, you know how we do it.
Oh,
Okay.
that's so mean.
I know the middle finger. It's really upsetting. And on anybody else, they would be thumb size. All right. And Xia, of course, you know. Let's count down.
that was
Virzi,
nice.
pick a number.
9.
8, 7,
7,
6,
6,
5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Chippy
Chippy
Kaye
Kaye
for the
for the
muckers. No
muckers.
need to be embarrassed.
Yes.
Boss, Virzi, thanks a lot. The fucking V crew in effect. Xia, I'll talk to you later. Righto.
Bye, Chip.
Peace.
Hey, what's up, party people?
Let's go! Chip has a fucking podcast. Chip has a fucking podcast. Chip has a fucking